Hi, I'm Kim Riccio, CFO, Leonard's Express. We are a 2015 Rochester Top 100 company. What I like best about PayFileIQ, it has simplified some of our processes. And we were really struggling with, where invoices were and how to get them paid in a prompt manner. The approving process of our invoices, it's all electronic. So we get the invoices in, it goes into the computer system, and then our outside offices can approve them online, our inside offices can approve them online, and it just makes the process so much easier. With the routing, one of our challenges was the different people that have to approve things. And the invoice would maybe get directed to somebody and it would sit on their desk. And nobody knew it was sitting or where it was. So that was a big challenge of getting all the invoices and, kind of funneling through a point person or a point process. And so with this product, we've been able to do that. Another, challenge is the accounting structure. What PayFileIQ has been able to do for us is it simplifies the accounting, the general ledger coding process, because the vendors come in partially pre-populated, and you can change it, or you can say, yep, that's perfect, and move on to the next. So it makes that you don't have a piece of paper that you have to sit down and write everything out on. It's all streamlined and electronic, and it just makes that process so much easier. So one of the things that has helped the process, what PayFileIQ has been able to help with, is when a person can't ignore approving an invoice. So they'll get an email saying, hey, there's an invoice out here that I need your approval on. And if you choose to ignore it, you will get an email reminder in a few hours. So our structure is you'll get an email at 10 o'clock and you'll get another one at 2 o'clock if you don't approve it. And if you still don't approve it, you get one the next day. So it kind of forces the approval process because the person gets tired of that reminder. Another thing that it has helped on is if you're an approver and you travel, before the invoices would stack up in the person's inbox or in their mailbox, and well, we can't pay you because it hasn't been approved. Now having it electronic, our managers and supervisors, if they're traveling, they can go online in the system off their computer, their laptop, and approve it when they're not in the office. And that has helped significantly in the delay of getting invoices processed and paid in our system. So the online approval process is fantastic because we have people that are located throughout the country that need to approve invoices. So the invoices come here, we get them scanned, we get them coded, and then they'll get an email. They can look at it and approve it online. They'll see the image of the invoice. They'll be able to review it. They'll be able to send a question back. So if there's something that's not right or it wasn't what they expected, they very easily can return it or forward it to somebody else and say, hey, you might, I don't think this is what we agreed upon, or whatever the question might be. And they can come back, and then it'll go through the cycle again, and they can approve it, and it's done. You don't have to print something. You don't have to put your signature on anything. You don't have to stand up from your desk and take it to the mailbox or hand it off to somebody. It's just in the system, and it's pretty simple. And there's always a backup. So if I'm on vacation, you let them know you're on vacation, and so your second approver will slide in and they can approve it while you're on vacation. So that's a great feature. Another feature that PayFileIQ brings to simplify the process or make my life easier is all the documents are online. So for our CPAs, or if we have an auditor that comes in and needs to look at an invoice, it's right there in the system. We have quick access to it. The lookup process is very simple, and you can electronically have a copy of an invoice in your hands, or electronically, very quickly, along with all the accounting behind it. So you can see the accounting structure there. So on an accounting level, you can see things a lot quicker and easier and more simplified than previously. I think the PayFileIQ system is very easy to use. It's very flexible too, and I think one of the things that I really, from my position in the company, PayFileIQ, they can take our unique situations and very simply, do maybe some software changes and get the output that I'm looking for, and that is invaluable to me. Having that flexibility to say, well, I really want to see it looking this way. With a phone call and maybe a few questions and a few answers, they can get what we need, and it's fantastic. I think watching a PayFileIQ webinar would be the first place to start. You can really get an idea of how the system works and what features it could bring to your company by going through that process, and it will bring some questions. Can it do this, or can it do that? Opening things up to conversation. But the webinar would be the first place to start. Well, the reason why we chose to go with PayFileIQ is we were struggling with getting our invoices processed and paid timely. One thing we pride ourselves on at Leonard's Express is paying our bills on a timely basis, and that's very important to us. But we were falling down. We were getting phone calls from vendors, and how come something hasn't been paid? And I don't want to be in that position. We want to be proactive, and we want to pay our invoices timely. So PayFileIQ came in and showed us a different way that we could do things that would streamline the process, improve the process, and make our vendors happy, and it has improved the process for our employees who are doing the work. Integrating Great Plains with PayFileIQ was probably the key to the success of this product. Having that integration had to happen, and it had to happen very easily. And PayFileIQ was able to make that happen. We have grown since we've been using PayFileIQ, and we haven't had to add staff in the payables department. We've been able to use the resources in other areas instead of in that. I would highly recommend PayFileIQ to other companies. I think they have a unique approach. They're able to be flexible and take your business and work it into their product to make it useful and to improve your processes for payables. So I would recommend it to any business, and a small business or a large business. I think they can accommodate most companies' needs, and we have seen that here at Leonard's.